Hi, Wagwan, it's Alika. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then go ahead and press the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I post a video. And if you're one of my oldest but goodies, hey y'all, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I turn a old t-shirt or a thrifted t-shirt into this halter top for my trip to Jamaica. And it's crazy, you guys love this design over on Instagram. I posted a video I think a day or two ago and it's doing so good. But the crazy part is I did this thrift flip about an hour before I needed to pack for my trip. I just needed one more top to take with me, and I was like, let me see if I can do a quick flip. And what I initially had in mind to do was taking a little bit longer. I had to repick something, and I'm like, nah, let me just do this instead, because I already had the gold rings out from a different DIY that I did for my trip. So when I saw the rings, I'm like, let me see if I can do a little something up top. So I did that really quick. It came out cute. I'll do some tweaks to it, and I'm gonna do a second video, like a part 2 to this, because I do want to tweak this flip a little bit, but I'm gonna do it on an entirely new shirt. But there's some things about this one that I don't like that I want to tweak, so you guys can look out for a part 2 to this flip. But I'm gonna try my best to do a easy and clear tutorial. I think when I try the shirt on, I need to be recording that process so you guys can kind of see how I try the shirt on, mark each thing, because I'm not using a pattern piece. So I have my iPad here, and I'm just going to draw on it to give you guys an idea how or what to measure when you have the t-shirt on to get this exact halter top. All right, so get comfy, do what you gotta do, and let's get straight into the tutorial. I'm gonna screen record, and I'm going to put the video here on the screen. So, all right, so once you have the t-shirt on like this, the first thing you want to do is to mark how long you want the shirt to be. So you can either just use a safety pin or use like a chalk just to put a marking. So my marking is gonna be here. Then you want to mark out enough coverage to cover your bust area. So for me, I kind of just did a visual representation that I just need to mark right outside of the logo thing here on the front of the shirt, and that will be enough coverage for my boob area. So I didn't actually do this marking when I tried the shirt on. I just did a visual representation because I have the logo there in the front as a guide for me. But if I didn't have that logo on the front, I would have just used a chalk once I have the shirt on and just mark exactly like I am doing here on this picture here. So once I have those markings there, that's all I really need to work on. Then take the shirt over and just fill in all the lines. All right, now I have my t-shirt over on the cutting board. If you look closely, you see the marking that I made right there. So I just need to draw a straight line across, and this line is for where I'm going to cut. So this determines the length of my halter top. Now fold the shirt, make sure everything is lined up correctly and there's no bulging. This will make sure that both sides of the halter top is symmetrical. Now I'm going to pan over back to the iPad so you guys can see how I got that slanted line drawn. In order to get my slanted line, what I'm doing is going up 3 inches from that bottom line. You may not have seen that I've marked that, but I went up 3 inches because when I make that back panel, it's going to be 3 inches as well. So I'm going to go 3 inches, so it's going to come out something like that. And then from the top up, I'm going to make my slanted line to match the 3 inches that I drew. So it's gonna be like this. So you already see the outer top forming there. Now I'm going to cut out all the pieces that I did. Now go ahead and cut along the lines that we just made while everything is folded. Once you open it up, you should start seeing the halter shape of forming. Don't throw the extra fabric away. We're about to use that next. From the leftover fabric, cut 4 strips about 20 inches long and 3 inches wide. I added a curved edge to the end of my ties, but of course, this is optional. It's really up to your preference. Take your bodice, which is the 2 top pieces, and attach 1 tie to each side of the lower back area and sew those in place. Now place both pieces right sides together, pin all the way around to hold everything in place. I didn't pin mine, but for a beginner, I would recommend pinning everything in place. Take it over to your machine or serger if you have one and sew around the edges. But leave the top open, and this is how we'll turn it to the right side. All right, this is what it should look like once you sew all around the edges. Now, through the top opening, just go ahead and push everything through to the right side. All right, now I'm just cutting off that extra flap at the top so that the neck area can line up properly. With everything being on the right side, give it a really good press. This step makes a huge difference. It's what gives that clean, finished look, so you do not want to skip this step. Now try the top on and decide how tight you want the neckline and where you want the gold ring to sit. Once you're happy with the fit, either mark the placement or pin in place like I did and bring it over to the table. Since I brought it in a little bit tighter, now I have some excess fabric, so I'm gonna cut that off. And because I cut it off, now the raw edge is just staring in my face, so I decided to take the ring back off and just serge or finish off the top edge so that it looks pretty on the inside. All right, and here's a zoomed in look of what that looks like. So much more prettier. And since I already have an idea of how much I want to fold over, I just went ahead and cinched it up without trying it back on. Then I pinned it in place. After that, I tried it on, make sure it was good. Then I brought it over to my sewing machine and just sew along the raw edge right there.
For the necktie, cut a strip about 24 inches long or longer. If you want more length, it is up to you. Fold it right sides together, press and sew, and turn it inside out just like before, and then just attach that to the top of the gold ring.
I hope today's tutorial was clear enough for you guys. Like I said, I made this really quick and I filmed as much as I could film as possible. It was easy. I love how it came out. It's super cute and perfect for the warmer weather. So if you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, don't forget to press the subscribe button, press the thumbs up button, leave me a comment in the comment box below, and if you do make this top, send me a picture of it. I would love to see it on my Instagram at Lika Jackson, or tag me or something. Until then, happy sewing, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.